Yeah, a decent amount of time to work with still, even though they're executing kind of late into the round. 35 seconds, and Link gets that first frag, but an easy kill is coming through there. And you know, it may not be the Raze, but Nukia's good anyway. Who really cares? He's just going to click those heads, take people all the way to the bank, finally manages to get his third in there. And he's just killing absolutely everyone. Avova will, you know, make sure there's at least one less player for them to have to deal with, but not a huge amount to deal with here. Scream on 70 HP, Sheriff in hand. I want to see the magic happen, but unfortunately the flank is here. It's a good kill. Good stuff here. One of those frags, but the flashes and the dashes do keep them back for now. They peek back on out. Mixwell hasn't quite managed to gain any space. Those nades for Nivera are ever so problematic. But it will be Scream managing to rectify the situation. Wants to try and pick up that weapon, but unfortunately it just ain't happening. The flash, the everything denying them a chance to play it up close and personal. Oh, he finds it! And his rifle and the spike in hand.
Am I correct in saying the right click isn't nerfed in this?
No, it is. But,
okay, but Scream still makes it
point
work.
blank range, like it's still gonna hit. You just can't do it like jumping as well.
Right. I honestly, Scream can do anything anyway, so nerf or not, Scream's got it. And like you said, they have the spike down, so this is going to be really difficult for Avova to sort of come back into this. I mean, there is damage dealt, though. We do see Link on sort of half HP, Scream on pretty much 1 HP, so it's doable. Like I said, Avova wins these.
He does indeed, but Rolling Thunder comes in. Nivera is trying to keep themselves alive with that cyber cage, gives them a little bit of space to work with. I think they're no longer concussed by now, but the spray through the smoke doesn't even care. You can't see anything, buddy. And Nukia is caught out in the open. Couldn't quite get the movement that they needed, but the frags are just coming from G2 regardless. They do not give a flying mess, but, you know, Link is going to try and put those lines down. The orbital bombardment doesn't deny the plant, but does at least net them a frag. So now it's a 3 versus 4 in the retake. Make that a 2 versus 4 because Yampi overstays his welcome. Link is getting sprayed out as well, and they're backing away. They're saving those rifles. This is just not a situation which they can win.
Entry points. However, this has so many. Who knows? But Soulcast finding Mixwell there, which is a huge pick for Liquid, giving them an advantage on defense. And Soulcast, knowing that they're sort of leaning towards the B site, you'll see the rotation coming in off A site slowly.
Oh!
Soulcast, clean with it. But Kellogg's will find the trade onto Soulcast there.
Oh, that was a disastrous usage of the cyber cage, and Nivera punishes it accordingly. Kellogg's will be able to make their move on in, but with the cyber cage giving them away, they really can't afford to commit too hard to anything. Because, I mean, you overstep there, you're out in the open. Even with the cyber cage, it's eventually going to expire. You are a dead man, Kellogg. So 1 versus 4, Liquid will be able to pick up this round again, almost certainly, and manage to put the hurt back onto G2. There's still going to be a buy in G2's hands. Maybe Kellogg finds a little bit of extra damage, but picking up the round is going to be easier said than done.
Liquid will probably take advantage of that and do a good damage here.
No, good shot from Nukia, but unfortunately Nivera is on top of things. Means they can pick up another frag. Keep an eye on that. Oh, look at him move on through. Kellogg was not expecting that. The neural theft to finish off the round. Mixwell has his work cut out for him. With his position known and an operator. There are going to be 2 different angles. The flash even comes on in. Mixwell holds it, but gets pushed. And another round on the board. Liquid bring it back 3-3.
To pushing this.
You know
risky move.
I love the hustle. Yampi's also right up against it. Why would Yampi be there? That's the big question, right? I've always like, what? What? Huh?
Can we just appreciate the sound that just came out of Root's mouth? Clip it, chat.
Good couple of frags coming through here onto G2. Liquid are very, very comfortable about this round, and they've shot down a rifle round. Obviously, very, very important. But, I mean, Kellogg's not being able to get a single frag kick could really, yeah, okay. But he doesn't care. You know what? Stand and fight me like a man, you coward. He's going to try and take those 1v1s, but at range, oh, Soulcast can't land it, and neither can Link. Kellogg's comes up big, and that's why you put your duelists on those initiates, because they can still frag. They can hit those shots. They can make nobody's business. Keeping an eye on the higher ground. Those smokes are just playing absolute spoiler to any sort of pressure that they want to put on in. The darts don't land, and unfortunately, it's all up to the rest of the team. Good damage. And Scream 1v4.
I'd be shocked if Scream goes in here.
Does indeed, but unfortunately, it's not for very long. Nivera.
It's not.
It covers that one almost instantaneously. Rolling Thunder thinking about coming out for here from Link, and it could be a big deal breaker. Keep that on. Oh, Satchel charge.
Cheeky little
Nukia
satchel.
knows that no one got hit, but Scream is still covering this angle. Keep in mind, there's a player up close and personal. He unscoped, and a vote gets 2. That's absolutely massive. It's now 2 versus 3 as a result. They found the opening they also sorely needed. Mixwell's position completely giving away. The Rolling Thunder doesn't quite land in time, but that will absolutely seal the deal. He gets taken down, but it's Nukia versus these 3. Oh, gets the spray on 2, but can't quite finish off the 3rd. Liquid just about win out that round, only barely. But, I mean, with mostly rifles, should be too much of a damage on G2's attacks. But that absolutely will be. Again, taking down Coldamenta, taking down that controller before they even get to have an impact, that's a real problem. The Rolling Thunder absolutely has to come out here now. Otherwise, his execute just don't work. Mixwell is going to look for a chance to maybe play on up there. Oh, but you know who's taking a snapshot? A commemorative picture. keloqz ticked off his list. Easy frag early on here, and Nevera again holds their ground, scans out a couple of these players. Sure, they lose Scream, but they take absolutely everybody else.
But G2's sort of playing how we'd expect them to. Defensively, Scream with the flick onto Mixwell. Beautiful there. And I think that that gives quite a good indication to G2 that this is going to be an A take.
Yeah, this is going to be such a good round for them here. They're going to pick up another, take him down to 2, and G2... I mean, I like the fact that they're going for flank, but look who's watching. Nevera is always checking these angles, playing a great stopgap for the team, and making sure that the defensive side can't get a word in edgeways when they try and make these flanks happen. It happened when they were on the attack. Nevera turns around. No, he's on your left, buddy. He turns over towards it. No, says, no!
The timing!
That was so unfortunate.
Woo! That was very unfortunate, and I think Nevera knows of Over's game. We all know of Over loves to come in and a different entry point and get a flank on. So that's really unfortunate for Nevera.
Yes, indeed. Cage goes out, they peek out, and that is a trade 1-for-1, but there it comes. Solkaz takes down Avova. And another round there.
But G2's sort of playing how we'd expect them to. Defensively, Scream with the flick onto Mixwell. Beautiful there. And I think that that gives quite a good indication to G2 that this is going to be an A take.
Yeah, this is going to be such a good round for them here. They're going to pick up another, take him down to 2, and G2... I mean, I like the fact that they're going for flank, but look who's watching. Nevera is always checking these angles, playing a great stopgap for the team, and making sure that the defensive side can't get a word in edgeways when they try and make these flanks happen. It happened when they were on the attack. Nevera turns around. No, he's on your left, buddy. He turns over towards it. No, says, no!
The timing!
That was so unfortunate.
Woo! That was very unfortunate, and I think Nevera knows of Over's game. We all know of Over loves to come in and a different entry point and get a flank on. So that's really unfortunate for Nevera.
Yes, indeed. Cage goes out, they peek out, and that is a trade 1-for-1, but there it comes.
Cheeky little bit of zip wire action.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's nice under there. I mean, if that's your thing, I guess. But keloqz, I mean, his thing is apparently getting hit in the head as he gets taken out, but Coldamenta holds the ground, takes down 2, looking for a 3rd, but unfortunately the Marshal comes and reaps its reward. However, Mixwell is right behind, gets sprayed out, and trades 1-for-1, and this is fine. 2-for-2. And that means that there's rifles in the hands of every single player on Liquid. You're even going to be able to take down the late remaining ones.
That's all in the past now. We're in the present.
Well, maybe it's the future, but unfortunately, there's no future for Nukia in the rest of this round. There is a res, but it's on the opposite side, unfortunately. There's no dice for him. Unfortunately, he's already down, and Solkaz is even playing aggressive on top of this wall. Didn't notice keloqz. Now knows that they're likely on the other side. They're pushing through the smoke so aggressively. And Scream even gets put down in the dirt. Avova is looking for a way to give their team that little bit of extra information as they're trying to dice up the site with that Cosmic Divide. However, Link is hitting his shots left, right, and center. It's even got that Vandal in hand. But Mixwell's waiting there. Good play. And they're trying to get aggressive and forward. Vera shuts it down. And this guy's been so good on the Cypher. He's honestly blown me away. And even has got that backup coming on in from Scream. But the flash is there. It's absolutely fantastic. However, you know who's going to hit the shot right on back. Fantastic stuff here. The res comes on in from Solkaz. But Avova and Coldamenta try to punish.
See if keloqz does damage with this.
I mean, in close quarters, it's still as strong as it ever was, but
it
doesn't quite have that right click, which is ever so terrifying. Scream gets that shot to Mixwell, so again, Liquid have brought it back into evens. However, there are 3 ultimates. The Rolling Thunder could easily be here. You've got to be very worried about keloqz, is what I would say, but he's getting picked apart. And Team Liquid right now, they are rocking on through this one. The time is ticking. G2 have to make it happen. The showstopper has to go big here. Otherwise, it's going to be nigh upon impossible. Soulcast is on the flank, takes down Coldamenta, and now that means that your controller is gone. You have so little to work with. Aggression runs on in with the Spectre, but it's a disaster for G2. Liquid shut it down 13-6. The hustle was there, but it wasn't enough to make it happen. Fracture.